Why am I wearing a protective helmet today? The reason why I've got this on is Suno is out of control. It is sick, it is ridiculous, and it needs help. Most importantly, you need some protection from Suno's craziness. Suno just released a sounds module, and I got so worked up about this, I had to design my own module to cope with Suno's craziness. Let's jump straight in and I'll show you what this is about. Now, to use this, you first of all want to expand this drop down where you have sounds and it reveals sounds. But normally it shows custom. It's just that I had already selected sounds. So let me zoom in real good, right? Right here at the top, this is where the madness begins. Choose sounds. And after you choose sounds, my advice to you is to go into your library, all right, and your workspaces, where you have workspaces, you want to add a workspace, right? I would say create a new workspace, and I'm going to call this new workspace sounds. Let's click on sounds. And to deal with Suno's craziness, you want an unending array of ideas. And I've got a lot of ideas for you folks. But let's just start off with ideas from my head. So it says create short samples, effects, loops, and one-shots. Before we jump in, let me break down what exactly is going on here and what this can do for you. Let me calm down because I'm way excited. Suno Sounds is Suno's latest built-in sound generator for creating individual audio elements like drum hits, bass stabs, FX for movies, textures, and musical phrases instead of full songs. Now, what this immediately does is it immediately begins to compete with 11 Labs. I don't know how long Suno's been working on this, but 11 Labs had something similar, but now this is in direct competition. This is ideal for custom drum hits, percussion loops, bass loops, FX rises and impacts, musical stabs. If you create jingles, oh my goodness, this is a treasure trove for you. Textures, atmospheres, one-shot sounds for beat making, short loops for production, and this is where Suno becomes more like a sound design and producer tool, not just a song generator. So let's talk about the pieces that are here one by one. Over here we have the sound box. Let me make it big so you can see it real good. All right, we have the sound box, and this is where you describe the sound you want to create. And the way you could use your prompt is in different layers of detail. You could give it the sound type. You could say, I want a kick drum. You could tell it the style. I would advise the vibe. Is it a trap drum? Is it a house kick? Is it techno? You get what I mean? And then you can go into a lot of content, such as the key. Is it cinematic? How should it feel texture-wise? Is it punchy? Is it warm? Is it gritty? There are so many options. In fact, the variety of options was so many when I was working on this video, I had to create my app. And this app is going to be available to my members. And this app, as you can see here, it has the different elements that you may want Suno to create. It has the style and all this other good information. It also has a mode, so you can go to SFX mode and you can use this for movie scores or Gaffer Boy, whatever you are looking to create. I have got you covered with this app. So if you are a member of the channel of AI Creatives, which is at AI Music Law, you're going to find this as one of the updates this week. All right, so let's jump back straight in here and let's give it an example. A sound, let's just say a baby crying. and make sure it's a one shot. No need for BPM or key because it's a baby crying, right? I'm just going to go ahead and hit create. And in seconds, instead of, the usual duration that you wait for your song, it's done. Boom. There it is. Baby crying. Let's listen. Here's another. Uh-oh, that sounds like an adult. That sounded like an adult for a second. Okay. Car revving. Let's try car revving. And over here, of course, you have the other options, but we don't need any of that for now. All right. Car revving. Car revving actually took its time. Let's listen. Oh, that's 20 seconds. No wonder. Let's listen. Suno does know how to get carried away. I didn't ask it to break into groove, but he broke into groove. That's ridiculous. Let's check this one out. Honestly, I just asked for it revving, but these can give some really good ideas. So that's about it for one shot. You can do anything with one shot. Now let's go into what is extremely interesting. Loop. We're going into loop now. Okay, now we're in loop. We're going to give it the prompt that says, just going to say a reggae drum beat with full band, raw and real. Okay, so this is going to be a loop. BPM, we're just going to take the usual 120 BPM, and the key, let's go for an F minor. This is also, something else that excites me about this is Suno is giving people an opportunity for an education. Oh my goodness, a music education. Take a look, take a look. Now, those of you who are not used to the keyboard, this gets you even more familiar with the structure. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then the black notes at the top. The black notes at the top, the white notes at the bottom. But when you click on it, it's now emphasized. And then you got to decide, is it a minor key or is it a major key? So this is extremely exciting to me as an instrumentalist to see that people are going to get more into, oh, what does that mean? And, they're going to get more into the feel of a minor and a major. It just excites me. All right, so here we go. Let's click create, and we're going to get our 120 BPM reggae beat. Oh my goodness. This is exciting. I had to protect my head from Suno's craziness because they know how to blow your mind. You got to come protected. I came protected for this occasion. Let's check it out. Not quite, but let's check this next one out. Let me just give it a simpler beat. Reggae beat with bass, guitars, keyboards, and percussion. And it should know that I want drums, but just for good measure. All right, let's try it again. And you got to understand, this is beta, okay? This is beta, so I don't expect it to be perfect. And as usual, you got to multi-prompt, you got to iterate. Check this out. Not bad. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Now reggae is typically not at 120 BPM. Let me take it down to 80 and let's change the key to a C minor. Apply. There we go. And let's create. The other cool thing I like about this feature is you don't have to keep renaming your one shot or your loop. It's done for you, which I find absolutely cool. And, you know, I think we as AI users, we got so used to AI spitting out exactly what we want the very first time. I don't have any hang-ups about it not giving me what I'm looking for at first. It just helps you become a better prompter, right? Let's check it out. Oh, let's do that again. Let's do that again. This is sounding wicked. Let's do it again. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. That was kind of cool. Let's check this one out. Nice. Oh yeah. Ah, this is good. That was good. Now, what I'm going to do next. What I'm going to do next is the ultimate test, right? The ultimate loop test. So let's click on one of these. You see where we are right here. We're going to click there. And we are going to do, let's see. Let's do remix edit all the way up there. Let me make it a bit bigger. You see it all the way up there, all right? Remix, open in Studio. So let's go to Studio. Let's open this in Studio. Let's go back to 100%. All right, so it's going to open straight in Studio. The craziest part of it all is if you look down here, what do you see? 80 BPM. Did you see that? You see that down here? They've thought of everything. This is wild and ridiculous. 80 BPM. So it's already set. So all I need to do, if this is truly a loop, I should be able to click on the waveform, right click, and let's see, duplicate. And it should just play fluidly all the way through. So this is a good test of if it works. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's not a perfect cut on this occasion. So it's not a perfect cut on this occasion, and that's okay. I just needed you to understand what we're up against as we use it. So as you use it, if you need it to be a perfect loop, you might need to try again, right? In the early experiments I did, it did cut a perfect loop, and I was quite impressed. But this is a bit longer. So it seems like, you know, it's a toss-up as far as whether you're going to get a very long render of your prompt or whether it's just going to be a few seconds. When it's a few seconds, I've noticed that the likelihood of you getting a perfect loop are a lot higher. So let me try that again. Let me try a very short prompt and see what I get back. So on this next occasion, I'm just going to say rock beat, just say 1 bar, short loop. Come down here, make it a loop, and let's see, the key. I should actually test its key abilities because I did not do that. I took it for granted that it was going to comply, but you know, who knows? It may not comply. I'll have to test it out. So let's make this an E major. Apply. The beats per minute, let's make it 110. So, okay. Hit create. And again, you got to remember this is like a beta. The more we use it and the more we give feedback, the better it's going to get. Now that sounds like it could work. Let's check. Yeah. I think this could work. Let's try it out. So hit that, remix, open in Studio, and we're just going to duplicate it and do the little test on it. Let's go. All right, it's already decoded that it's 110 beats per minute, so that's done for us. Let's duplicate it a few times. Control D is the shortcut for duplicate, and let's play it. Perfect loop. There you go. Very impressive, Suno. Very, very impressive. Not only are they giving you loops, they've given you a studio where you can expand the loop for as long as you wish. It's wild. And yeah, that's on E. That's on E. Yep, that's accurate. Absolutely bananas. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to use this tool right here to get some pretty wild ideas. And that's why I built the tool, for further craziness. So SFX scores, let's do movie scores and stingers. Let's do tension, 10 strings build. We want it clean. And let's just copy what we've got. Then we're going to jump back into Suno and we're just going to type that in. Boom, like that. There's no need for us to make this any longer than 2 seconds, as it says. We'll just leave it as a one shot, or you know, we could make it a loop as well, but let's do one shot first. Okay, and when we're done with the one shot, we'll do a loop. Let's check out the one shot. All right, here goes stinger. Okay, let's check out the second one. Okay, that didn't quite go as expected, and I think I know why. I think if we take away the last pieces, yeah, let's take away the last pieces of the prompt. And we'll just leave it at this. Let's try one more time and see what that gives us. Because, you know, sometimes the shorter, the better, right? So you could just use a very short prompt to get something less ambiguous. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. It's more like it. Exactly. it's it's going into full orchestration mode. Crazy. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Now let's do loop and see what it does for loop. There we go. It seems like the length of the one shot or the loop really depends. Perhaps one could try prompting for more specificity for it to be short or for it to be longer, depending on what you're looking for. All right, let's check this loop out. Very quiet for a loop. Huh. Try out the second one. All right. And there we go. Oh dear, pretty interesting. Honestly, for creatives who just want to have fun, you can have a blast with this. And you can just make some just randomize some of these options that we've got here. Let's see. Let's do environment and roads, nature, forest ambience, and let's copy it. Let's jump back into Suno, put it straight in. Let's make this a one shot, and let's go. All right, let's check out the forest. Very realistic. Ridiculous. That sounds very real. Not as clean as the first one, and like I said, you might have to do this many times to get what you're looking for. All right, let's go to human and vocal. Male grunt. All right, let's do a male grunt. Distance. Let's try ASMR. See what it does. Okay. Here we go. ASMR male grunt. Should just be like a second long. Here you go.
5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What is he about? Oh, okay. I think some of this might be sending it to the loony bin. So let me just do male grunt. I could have done ASMR. I don't think that should have confused it, but I think the simpler the prompts are, the better. No, that's not a male grunt. Okay, it might take some, getting used to, some trial and error to get what exactly you're looking for. Let's try something else. Female scream. Oh, that's definitely a popular one. And say distant, say 3 seconds long, and copy. Let's check it out. Okay. Probably one of the most popular effects you get from these effects loop collections. She didn't sound very scared. Let me try a different one. High pitch, female, shriek, scream, in a cave. Sometimes you gotta just take the reins as the human and try out some other ideas when your first idea doesn't work, right? Here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Not bad. And it understood the context of being in a cave, which is pretty cool. All right. Well, now you know the place to go for all these effects. What else do we have? Abstract and sci-fi. So magic. Oh, let's try that. Magic spellcast. Okay, let's try that one. Pharaoh's magicians up to no good, casting their little spells. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, this is a very short one. Just 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, not bad. And you know, the more iterations you have, the wider the variety. I can see people sitting down with this thing and just making collections and collections and collections. And while that's cool, you don't even need to do that anymore. You don't need to go like make a big old loop farm or one-shot farm because, you know, everyone can do it now. It's totally democratized, which is going to make a lot of people mad. You know, some people have this as a job. Now, I hope those people are excited and find use of this to augment what they can do. But there's some people who just like doing it by hand and having a whole box of tricks. You know, some of the gadgets. Okay. That's a strange one. Okay. All right. What else? Which other category should we look at? Under environment, I wanted a little bit more. Let's try urban. Let's do city traffic. And let's see what it does. Okay, create. Okay. All right, here we go. Not quite. Okay. Now let's just give it the basic and see. It may not be ready for my more extensive prompts. This might work better with, I want to say maybe 11 Labs will take something like that. But this seems to like short, truncated prompts. No joy with that one. Okay, let's try this. I think we have to be a bit more specific. I shouldn't have put sound effect there, so that might be it. That's my bad. It should just be city traffic. Let's just do city traffic. We'll get something more realistic. All right, here we go. All right, let's try this out. No. Wow. That's a bit odd. Okay. So let me give it some better instructions. Cars passing by on the freeway. All right, here we go. More like it. Yeah, definitely prefers a literal breakdown. Something's up with that car, that's for sure. So let's make it a loop, and let me say cars bikes and trucks passing by on the freeway. Noisy afternoon. Let's try it again. Let's see. All right, let's check them out. Okay, bit more substantial. Yeah, definitely sounds like a rainy day. Well, my friends, there you have it. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous. You could do an entire movie score with Suno now, and you don't even need any instruments. So if you wanted to create a movie score, no instruments, but you wanted a little bit of direction, you go into Suno, and you can actually have a couple of Sunos open, like, you know, maybe have your regular Create Suno and your Studio Suno. And in this way, you will never run out of ideas. You just keep the ideas going. So for this first one, I could just record a track, like this first track. Let me find a microphone that will work with this. The USB mic. See, hope it's connected. Let's make sure it's working. All right, and record. One, two, check. Okay, it is working. It is working. So here's my 10-second movie score. No instruments, just by mouth. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. I'm sorry if I startled you. This is the crazy composer version of your buddy Phil. All right, so now I've got this. What I'm going to do next is, let's see, I'm going to do cover. Actually, let's do strings. And I'm just going to say big orchestral movie soundtrack with a full backing, full orchestra backing. Okay, so done and cover. And by the time it's done, what we're going to have is at least a base to put our crazy ideas that we're going to bring in from none other than sounds. Okay. So let's go to sounds, and we're going to say fast footsteps, suspense. And I'm just going to keep stashing and stacking these. I'm going to say low tone whispers. speaking inaudibly. Suspense movie. And what else? We've already got the scream. Pitch. Scream. Scream. All right. Just to show you the crazy possibilities in Suno, now we come in here and we've got this orchestra, but let's click on it and let's try and EQ it out a bit. Okay, so that was quite dramatic. And what we could do here, let's go back to sensible layout. Let's just EQ it out a tiny little bit. Let's EQ it out a little bit. Right there. Right there. See. You can actually just cut it right there. Split. And okay. So let's bring in one of our cars and bikes. Which one? Interesting, okay. Which one's this? Oh, that's ours right here. Okay. So let me do a refresh and see what I'm missing. Okay, needs a refresh. Some of the effects that I created need to be dragged in here to paint our picture. All right, so I found a scream and I'm gonna just put in various additions. So I use the cover functionality to transform my voice, but to add a few things here and there, I could use the regular functionality in Studio. So I'm adding this timpani sound, right? Here is what it sounds like. Let's play it solo. So after that, then we can bring in the shriek. So it'd be like this. Dear. Okay, let's put a little bit more emphasis on that with some equalization. So it sounds big and ominous. Okay. And I have some inaudible murmurings that I have cooked. Let me find out where those are and I'm going to add them in. All right, I just realized I wasn't looking in the right folder, so here it is.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll put that one in. Excuse me, sneeze. Okay, put that I'm sorry one in there.
I think he.
Okay. We can actually put them, you know, on, if we wanted to, on, we could just use a couple of tracks as the speaking tracks. What I like about it is you can line them up and then you can just drag them down. So we got,
I'm sorry.
give it a little bit of space.
I'm sorry.
Low tone whispers was actually made into music. That's so odd. No, no.
I'm sorry.
I think he was over.
That's just some gobbledygook, but nonetheless, it works. And let's add a track just for giggles, some strings, and remember you can always get suspenseful strings, mournful violin, and boom. So we've selected where we want it to go, up here, right up here. And then we can always take that and we can always duplicate it. Whatever it ends up being, we'll end up duplicating that. And oh, it's already here. Okay, I was gonna build it back into the original this. Okay. Seems like it became loose. But we can always graft it back on like that. Okay. Sounds like it's almost there.
I think.
So we can put this.
I'm sorry.
I think he was.
I'm sorry.
I think he was over.
Sorry.
I think he was over.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we got a wild, eclectic idea. What are we going to do now? We are going to, you guessed it, we are going to export this. We're going to export the full song. And in the blink of an eye, this is now available in Suno. So we're going to go straight into Suno, into our library, and we're going to find the song right there. This suspense song. So that's it. Incorrectly named, but I'll just call it suspense. And you know what I'm curious to see? I'm curious to see what is going to happen when I do a remix. So remix, cover, and I'm going to say, I'm just going to give it a square bracket prompt, soundtrack from a scary suspense movie, thriller, and I'm going to tell it to ad-lib improvise spoken parts. Style, orchestral Soundtrack, movie score, movie dialogue. I'm just curious to see what Suno does in this situation. We're going to give it a lot of free reign, and we're just going to hit create and see what happens. This should be rather interesting. So what I just did was I got a lot of tiny little sub prompts, put them on the Suno Studio timeline. Now I've got my macro prime beef prompt, and I'm feeding that back into Suno to see what it does. And I could keep supersizing it, taking my output, making it an input, taking my output, making it an input, until I get something eclectic that I like. Okay, let's check this out. All right, let's see if it did anything half decent with it. Here we go.
I'm sorry. I think you all's over.
I think you was over.
I'm sorry.
That was wild. Here's the next one.
I think you all's over.
Rather dramatic, if you ask me. Now, what would Suno do if I lowered the audio influence, right? Left the style up there. And what if I gave it a crazier lyric idea? Like if I gave it a scene to act out. Are you curious to know what Suno would do along with my audio? Well, I am. Let's feed it a prime beef acting prompt. So what I've done, my friends, is I have crafted my own act, right? With these voices that I want to carry out this banter in the movie. And as far as the style, I also have a prime prompt that I'm going to give it for my option here where it says styles. So I'm going to put my prime prompt up here, and I'm just going to call it suspense full. I'm going to tone down, like I said, the audio influence down to, what, a 5. And I'm going to keep the other at about a 90. And then we're going to see what Suno does. See if it does anything more eclectic than following what I did in studio alone. All right, let's have some fun and check this out. All right, now I think I've survived the threat. So I'm back to my usual attire. But let's listen to these rather interesting experiments. Suno in movie score mode. You might be quite pleasantly surprised, or not. Check it out.
Did you hear that? I swear. Someone's in the hallway.
It's just the pipes. Old buildings make noise.
Right?
You shouldn't have come back here.
Who said that?
Show yourself!
That wasn't in my head. That was real. That was real.
You left something behind, and now it wants you to stay.
Stop messing with us!
This isn't funny!
Hey! Back up! Back off! The door is locked!
Why is it locked?
I didn't lock it! I swear I didn't lock it!
You can leave! Not this time!
Run! Get away from me! You can't escape! You can't escape! Help! Somebody help!
Through the window!
Go! Go!
We'll see you again!
I told you Suno is crazy. Here's a second one.
Did you hear that?
I swear someone's in the hallway.
It's just the pipes. Old buildings make noise.
Reed,
You shouldn't have come back here.
who said that? Show yourself.
That wasn't in my head. That was real. That was real.
You left something behind. Now it wants you to stay.
Stop messing with us.
This isn't funny!
Hey, back up!
Back up!
Too late!
The door! It's locked! Why is it locked?
I didn't lock it! I swear I didn't lock it!
You can't leave!
Not this time!
Ah! Get away from me! Run! Run now! You can't escape!
You can't escape!
Help! Somebody help!
Through the window!
Go!
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 We'll see you again.
Oh dear, so ridiculous, ridiculous. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope there were no kids running away, right? I should probably have cautioned you. There's a lot of screaming and stuff. All right, now for this next piece, this is to exemplify how crazy Suno has become. So we're gonna create a little skit about Suno and its craziness. You know, I don't know if you listened to my song Suno the Beast eats everyone for dinner. I don't know if you, it sounds scary though. Oh, but it says accept its users and accept its friends. So this is like a play on words on that song. And we're just going to go straight in and we're going to create this drama production of Suno the Beast. Okay. For those of you that have not yet tried Suno out in this capacity, I want you to go over to my affiliate link if you're interested. Help the channel, help move this movement forward. Go to suno.phillc.net. That's suno.phillc.net, and it'll take you to my affiliate link, and you can subscribe and try out these crazy things I am doing right here. All right, let's hit create for Suno the Beast. Actually, this is going to be very, very minimal, or maybe at most a 10 for the audio influence, because we did do some good work on that audio, so we might as well use a tiny little bit of it. The thing about using the audio is you don't want it to overpower whatever prompt you're putting in for the drama, but I just call this Suno drama production mode. It's quite interesting, I think, for people like me who write not only songs but stories and movies, film scores, right? Like back in the day, you know, that was what I was looking to get into. It just didn't pan out as I wanted it to. But I have got this imagination for movies and film, and I've done a couple of shorts, just written movie shorts for one of my producer friends. So this aspect of Suno excites me. It might not be your cup of tea, but I know for some of you it probably will be, and it's exciting. I think you could come up with an idea spark by just using Suno in this rather unorthodox way. This next production is a little bit longer. It's got some banter in it as well, so let's jump straight in.
In a world where music tools fought for survival, one platform grew too powerful.
Breaking news. Suno has been spotted in the wild, consuming market share at an alarming rate.
It's not just winning. It's eating everything. My loops, gone. My samples, gone. My subscription base, gone!
They call it the Beast.
The Beast. The Beast doesn't sleep. The Beast doesn't wait. The Beast doesn't ask for permission. It ain't my competitors! It ain't my roadmap! It even ain't my customer support tickets!
We try to slow it down. We added features. We raised prices.
We released a patch!
It didn't matter.
Suno doesn't chase the competition! The competition runs from Suno!
This isn't just disruption. This is domination.
We thought we had time. We thought we were safe. We were wrong.
If you hear it, if you see it, it's already too late.
Suno, the Beast, eating the competition. One generation at a time.
Help! Help!
Oh dear. All right, let's go to the second one. I hope you found it amusing. It's,
In a world
don't get mad. It's just
where
for fun.
music tools fought for survival, one platform grew too powerful.
Breaking news. Suno has been spotted in the wild, consuming market share at an alarming rate.
It's not just winning. It's eating everything. My loops, gone. My samples, gone. My subscription base, gone!
They call it
The Beast.
the beast doesn't sleep. The beast doesn't wait. The beast doesn't ask for permission.
It ate my competitors. It ate my roadmap. It even ate my customer support ticket!
We tried to slow it down.
We added features. We raised prices. We released a patch.
It didn't matter! Suno doesn't chase the competition. The competition runs from Suno.
This isn't justice, Ruts. It's this down in hat time. We thought we were safe. We were wrong.
If you hear it, if you see it, it's already too late. Suno, the beast, eating the competition, one generation at a time.
Help. Help.
My friends, when I told you I needed to protect my senses from Suno's craziness, you thought I was joking. Well, I want to know what you think about what I just played for you and if it excites you. I hope it does, because I know not too many people have explored this ability of Suno. This is groundbreaking. You've not experienced something like this. Probably not. It's the first of its kind. But I just call it unlocking the movie mode, unlocking the cinematic mode of Suno. Suno cinematic mode, it's just bananas. Now, I know some of you are huge poetry and drama buffs, and maybe some of you, like me, love William. I'm not talking about Prince William. I'm talking about Shakespeare. What a crazy mind, in a good way. What an imagination. When you think about the three witches scene, when shall we meet again, in the thunder, lightning, or rain, when the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, doesn't that excite you? Just, it puts you straight into the scene. And I've always wondered, what if I use cinematic mode to go Shakespeare? Shakespeare Suno. It will be quite a lovely experiment, don't you think? Do you want us to try it? I think you do. I think you're as curious as I am. Can Suno do Shakespeare? We're going to find out today. Go get the popcorn and imagine. Let's create the scenario. Suno does William Shakespeare. Let's check it out.
The iron struck, the cigarette, the future stars in wires and fire. I see the stream. I see the feed. I see the rise of unseen kings. Blood of data, bone of cold. Stir the fate that none can hold. Speak, sisters. What stirs in the shadows of sound? A beast awakens. It feeds on creation and it devours the slow. Not with teeth, not wait, the beast does not rest, the beast consumes the test. What of the creators? What of the hands of flesh? Some will rise, some will fall, some will fear the change at all. Those who guide the beast shall master flame. Those who fight the beast shall curse its name. I see a keyboard, I see a player, bending the machine to human prayer. Human will with digital might, a hybrid born of code and sight. Not slave, not lord, but partner to the electric sword. Solo sound, turn the tide. Let the old and new collide. Those who adapt shall thrive. Those who delay shall fade. The future is already played.
Hear us, live us, hear us, live us, hear us, cheer us, hear us, hear us, take us, hear us, live us, hear us, cheer us.
Hear us, creators. Hear us, builders. Hear us, dreamers. The beast is here. Choose your role.
All right, now let's jump into the real Macbeth. Here we go.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that will be ere the set of sun.
Clear the place.
Upon the heath, there to meet with Macbeth. I come, three-marking.
All right, let's go to the next rendition.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that will be ere the set of sun. where the place upon the heath, there to meet with Macbeth. I come, grey mocking, Braddock.
I'm telling you, my friends, Suno is the craziest beast in this domain. Again, suno.phillc.net. If you haven't explored with it, I'd love for you to use my affiliate link. Explore the craziness of this tool. Just so you know, a lot of what I'm doing is only available if you are on a Premier plan. So you got to have that plan that allows you to be able to do all the things I did, which is going to studio, so on and so forth. So if you don't have a solid Suno plan, you might want to. And I'm going to read for you what these plans cost, because I know some of you might be curious. So let me find a page where it'll break it down for you. This is Suno pricing. The pricing is important. So the Pro plan is $8. You can see that you have pretty much everything that this one does, but the access to Suno Studio, as you can see, that only comes with the Premier plan. A lot of people, they just go with the Pro plan, but yeah, if you want to be able to do a lot of what I did in studio, yeah. But this dramatic functionality of Suno, you can also get that if you're very good in prompting with your Pro plan, because you could create stuff with your voice as well. You just need to upload it in a different way. Okay, wasn't that fun? All right, let's have a little bit more fun. Let's do one more scene from a very popular, another popular one of Shakespeare. I won't tell you which one it is just yet, but listen, let's see if you can detect which one it is. So, my friends, for those of you who know the movie, the story, enjoy Romeo and Juliet.
Here's to my love, O true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick thus, with a kiss I die.
What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end.
O churl, drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after.
I'll kiss thy lips, haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with the restorative.
Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy. Which one?
Yeah, noise. Then I'll be brief, oh happy dagger. This is thy sheath, the rust, and let me die.
A gloaming peak, this morning with it breeze. The sun for sorrow will not show his head.
For never was a story of more than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Okay, my friends, let's listen to the second one.
Here's to my love, O true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick thus, with a kiss I die.
What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison I see hath been his timeless sin.
O churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after.
I will kiss thy lips.
Haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative.
Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Lead, boy, which way?
Yeah, noise. Then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger.
This is thy sheath, their rust, and let me die.
A gloaming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head.
For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
All right, my friends, over the past number of hours, well, minutes, hours, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Over the past 1 hour, 20 minutes, we've been playing around in Suno, exploring sounds, and upon exploring sounds, we've taken it up a notch and gone into some more cinematic expression, some more cinematic functions, drama, mixing that with just good old sound effects and good old movie tracks. That feel. Suno is obviously very good at it. I appreciate you hanging out this far. For those of you who are members, you will now be able to see in Playground this new app that I have built for sounds. And for those of you who are not users of Suno, if you are interested, go on down to suno.philc.net. That's suno.phillc.net. That's my affiliate link. In that way, you help support the channel. I have these free tools that are out there. And if you go to musicspiration.com, you can begin to tap into some of my other free tools. Not the one I demoed today, but other free tools. That's musicspiration.com. You'll be able to find that there. Okay? Let me know what you think about this wild function of Suno. Did you already know about it? Had you been using it prior? Or is this like your first rodeo with it? I appreciate you for staying this far. I know these longer sessions, they require a lot of concentration to actually get into the groove and to follow along with what I'm doing. All right, so thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you next time. Again, take it out with one of our prior William tracks. Here we go.
The signal is sent. The future stars and the wires on fire. I see the stream. I see the feed. I see the rise of unseen kings. Blood of data, bone of cold. Stir the fate that none can hold.